Hello, my global travel friends. This is Aliquity back here for another Travel Tips Thursday. And today it's another cruise line that is showing its itinerary for next year. So, as you may know, because of COVID, many cruise lines have been definitely affected by this worse than probably any other travel modality for sure, because we can still road trip. There's still some other things that are open, but cruises are definitely not open right now. So they have been affected. Some cruise lines may not make it, but one of them, as another one, has given their itinerary for next year. So Marella Cruises has their 2021 itineraries now available, and they're giving details of their ports of calls and itinerary. So from December next year, Marella's Discovery A Taste of the Tropics is going to be homeport in Barbados and is going to sail to new ports of call in Charlotte, Amelie and Frederiksted in the United States, Virgin Islands, before continuing to Puerto Rico, Guadeloupe and St Vincent, and the Grenadines. So on their website, Marella Cruises says they are with you every step of the way. They have TUI holiday experience together, so you can be relaxed knowing everything is taken care of. It's your home away from home, which gives their crew the warmest of welcomes. You can expect friendly service at sea where everyone remembers your name as well as your favorite cocktail, and explore more. You can sail to over 200 destinations across the globe, and they're focused on getting you to the places you love to spend more time ashore, which is awesome because if you have not cruised before, one of the limitations of cruises is you only have a certain amount of hours on shore. So if you want to explore later into the day, a lot of times that's hard to do unless you're doing Alaska or Norway or somewhere in the summer where the sun is out a lot longer. So that's really great that they offer more time ashore, because that means more shore excursions or more time relaxing on the shore if you want to do that. All inclusive is a standard of Marella. Our cruise holidays include flights, luggage transfer, meals, drinks, tips, and service charges in one simple package. So if you don't know this about cruising, one of the things is that some cruise lines sell very inexpensive tickets. However, they nickel and dime you for everything. Like a lot of times, food is included, and then you have to pay extra for alcohol, but you get sodas and drinks. But with some cruise lines, they just everything is extra. So like regular drinks other than water are extra, things like that. So that's definitely something to take into consideration when you're booking a cruise. So they have their new 2021 cruises on schedule here. So I'm going to pull these up and give you an idea of what you can book with a Marella cruise. Right now they have 137 cruises posted. One is Aegean Delights, which you visit Corfu town, Corfu, Piraeus, which is Athens, Greece, Turkey, Marmaris, Turkey, and Limassol, Cyprus. And that is since it is a British based, it is based in pounds. So it's 837 pounds per person. And so that one departs on October 29th of 2021. There's an island explorer. There's a few island explorers, and a lot of these, they have different ships. They have the Marella Explorer, the Marella Discovery 2, the Marella Discovery. So there's lots of different ships you can choose from and also ports. They have really great coast tours as well, a lot in the Middle East and Europe for sure. And they also have a great itinerary as well. So their itineraries are really nice. All of these are all inclusive, which is really nice. So when you book it, you know everything is included and you don't have to worry about extra costs. This looks like it is a smaller cruise line. So they do have a lot of options though, and these trips look really amazing. You definitely want to check this out. You can see their their information at tui.co.uk, and they have all of their cruises on here. They also have trips to Gran Canaria. They have a few trips to the Canarian. This is Canarian flavor, so different Canarian trips. And they also have lots of Canarian trips, more island explorers. So this is definitely a great option if you're into islands, or if you're into exploring different places out in Europe, and also the Middle East as well. So there's many different destinations and durations of trips. So some of their destinations you can choose from are Antigua, Aruba, Barbados, Belize. Belize is an amazing destination to go to by cruise. If you haven't, I would highly recommend that. Bonaire, British Virgin Islands, Cambodia, Colombia, Corfu, Greece, Dominican Republic, Egypt, Grenada, Guadeloupe, Guatemala, Honduras, Hong Kong, India, Italy, Jamaica, Malaysia, Mexico, Panama, St. Lucia, St. Martin, Thailand, Turkey, Vietnam. And those are just some of their destinations. That's about half of their destinations they go to. You can take different durations of trips from up to 7 nights to 15 plus nights. So there's lots of different choices on the length of your trip. And also everything is all inclusive. And so there's many different ships on here. They've got the Marella Discovery, the Marella Discovery 2, the Marella Explorer, and the Marella Explorer 2. So there's 4 different ships you can choose from. This is definitely a smaller cruise line, which is kind of nice because I'm not a big fan. Like they have some cruises that are like 6,000 to 8,000 people. This is definitely not one of those. That would be way too big of a cruise for me for sure. They also have deals on hotel only, on flights, on combination things, and lots of different extras that you can choose from. So definitely check out Marella Cruise Lines. They have a lot of really great different things you can do on there, a lot of different great destinations for sure. And they are a British-based company, so everything is based in pounds. And one of the other things that they have in here, they definitely don't do North America. So if you're looking for something North America, this would not be a good choice for you. And they don't do Iceland and Norway, Denmark, and the area up there, and they do not do Australia. And so, or South America. So those are places they don't go, but they really specialize in basically kind of like the center on the world on up of Central America, Caribbean, Western Mediterranean, the Canary Islands and Atlantic, Eastern Mediterranean, North Africa, Middle East, and Asia are their specialty places that they go. They also have river cruises, which I haven't been on yet, but it's definitely on my hit list. What a river cruise is a river cruise just kind of like it sounds. Instead of going in the open ocean, you're actually cruising down a river. And a very popular type of river trip is going on the Rhine River. And that is like the river trip that I want to go on. That's very on my hit list. Those are very popular now. They've been out for a couple years and a lot of people do those. So this river trip that they offer is Vienna, Budapest, and beyond, and it's next October. And it starts at 650 pounds per person. So if you are in the United States, I don't know the exchange rate right now, but you can easily hop on an exchange calculator and figure that out. So this river cruise destination, they have the Dutch and Belgian waterways, Moselle, the Rhine, and the Danube. And so there's many different choices on here. And they said the river cruises combine outstanding service and culture-packed excursions with nightly entertainment and a choice of restaurants and lounges. Their ships are adult only, and there's a maximum of 155 guests on board at any time. So be sure to have your own space. It's not just the cruise that's included with your package either. Your flights, transfers, 3 meals with drinks per day, tips, and luggage allowance all come as standard. Plus, you get 120 pounds of shore experience credit per person for 7 days to use towards our range of tours. When it comes to destination, our European river cruises tick off everything from big name cities like Budapest and Vienna to hidden gems like Cochem and Dernstein. Riverwise, their itineraries sail on the Rhine, Main, Moselle, Danube, the Dutch and Belgian waterways. That sounds spectacular. And yeah, I would totally sign up for that. So anyway, if you haven't been cruising before, you're not familiar with it, 120 pounds of shore excursion credit per person. It means that there's 2 different types, basically 2 really broad categories of shore excursions you can take when you're doing a cruise. One is you can take one from like Expedia or like a local place where you hire a local place to do a shore excursion. It might be like a walking historical tour. It might be rock climbing. It can be whatever that area has to offer. So you can still pay for those. They're less expensive than doing the shore excursion from the ship, the company that the ship is doing itself. But if you do the company, the cruise line shore excursion specifically, not another company, then they guarantee that they will wait for you when you get back to the port of call. So for instance, if I picked a shore excursion through TripAdvisor and for some reason that shore excursion got back late after my ship left, the ship will leave without you. And you have to figure out how you're going to pay to get to the next port to get picked up by the ship again. But if you book through the company that you're cruising with, so for this instance, it would be Marella, then you would not have to worry about if the shore excursion got back late, you could still get on time or if the excursion got back late, you would still be fine because the ship would wait for you if you paid for the excursion. And the excursion was through Marella or whatever cruise line you're traveling through. So that's always good to know when you're booking cruises, because that could be definitely a game changer for you, and definitely something you want to know before you go. Also, another thing is, if you're picking a cruise for a tour, it's a little 411 here. I always pick one that starts at least an hour after I get there, usually maybe a little bit sooner, but I always pick one that ends 2 to 3 hours prior to my ship leaving. That way I have plenty of time. If the shore excursion is like an hour late, I still have 2 hours or an hour left over to get back on the ship. So I never schedule anything that is within like 3 hours of this ship leaving. That way, if we get back late, because sometimes you have no control over it. If it's a local walking tour, you could obviously just walk back to the ship. But if it's something you're taking a van for, or you're traveling far from the port, like 45 minutes to an hour, you have no control over when you come back, basically. And you may not know what taxi system or what other transportation is available, even if there is some. And if you can trust it, depending on the country you're in, some countries are better than others with public transportation and taxis. So there's always that big unknown. So if you are scheduling a cruise outside of your ship, if you do schedule a cruise for next year, definitely make sure it comes back at least 3 hours before your ship leaves. That way you have a nice safety zone of time there in order to get back on time. All right, my friends, I hope you're having an awesome day, and remember to enjoy food, enjoy travel, and enjoy life. This is Aliquity signing off for this time, and I will see you next time.